are these people?
It's not even just Gaza, of course. And I want to talk a bit about what
Lebanon,
what
Beirut.
they did to Beirut. 4 o'clock in the morning the other night in a residential area. The day that the ICJ ruling comes down as a retaliation in some way to say fuck you to the community. Okay, what do? They fucking bomb Beirut. This is journalist Marwa Osman and what she saw out her window. A fucking war zone. All right?
Yep.
And here we go. Now, we talked about how Israel targeted the Gaza healthcare system because if you can't fix up your fighters and you can't, get your wounded and sick and injured healthy, your healthcare system collapses and the entire thing collapses, and you can call the place a third world hellhole that now you have to go in and clean up. This was the goal. And now, not only did they do it in Gaza, they're doing it in the West Bank, and now they are doing it in Lebanon. And this is a 49-second...
Which they've been also been doing the Hannibal directive there too, from what I've heard, keeping resistance fighters from taking Israelis.
Wow.
So fun.
Okay, she says here, Israel has been targeting first responders in Lebanon, and now it has killed the director of a hospital in Baalbek, who refused to shut down despite evacuation orders. Meanwhile, daily bombardment continues.
At the halls of injustice.
In just one hospital, we watched ambulances bring in around 20 strike casualties, many of them children. Again, and here's the 49-second report.
We're in Baalbek in the Beqa Valley at the location where an Israeli strike killed the director of the Dar al-Amal hospital, Ali Alam, alongside 6 others yesterday at 6 p.m. They were sitting over here enjoying the evening when the missile struck. You can see some bereaved relatives over there trying to cope with the loss, which is felt among the people of Baalbek. And this comes just days after another Israeli strike targeted the civil defense, killing more than a dozen people. There's a feeling here that these strikes are not accidents, that they're very much intentional, aimed at institutions and people like Ali Alam.
How can they be
for sustaining civilian
accidents?
With the objective of depopulating this region.
Accidentally set off a missile that blew up a hospital.
Oopsie poopsie. I pressed the big red missile button. You know? Like,
but
I'm sure Lavender AI targeted those things specifically because some people's children were there. That tends to be what it looks for. So
I have not really heard very many people talking about Beirut. And specifically this week, and what happened. Fee covered it.
Murray's over there, right?
Craig Murray's over there.
Been talking about it. Vanessa, Eva.
I literally saw it in the morning because I follow Craig Murray, and he and Marwa had posted about it in the morning. Steve Sweeney also, who had interviewed on INN with Tara a year and a half ago, he's also there. And he put up a post about it as well. It's just... Again, what are we? I have nothing else to say. It's just it's the worst, and to see this every day and nobody's stopping it. And we're continuing to do it. We'll fund it, arm it, and now if anyone who speaks out in the UK, they're getting arrested for it. I mean, I don't know if you saw what Gordon Dimmack posted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrible. But the UK arrested like a person in front of their daughter, 7-year-old daughter, because they had like a Christian Palestinian advocate, or she was solidarity. Just
right to jail right away.
Everyone like they're, and my biggest worry is that it's on its way here. Like, and Trump has already talked about wanting to do something similar. So talking about stuff like that definitely is why we will never be remonetized. My guess is on YouTube. So if you do appreciate, if you do appreciate the reporting and journalism like this and stories like this, let us keep the lights on, keep doing this. Please join that wall of fame if you haven't already. All these awesome people already have. Easiest way to do that is Cash App. If you've got that, $ Indie News Network, INDIE. All right, Ko-fi.com, PayPal, Patreon. There's also INNnewsletter.com you see going across the scroll. All right, there you can support that with a monthly